those of us in the industry, if we want to, we can look forward to careers for the next 10 to 20 years. I mean, if you feel the energy here, we're actually only at the beginning of what is going to be a great change in data center industry and a consequence change in how society in fact operates. It throws up a lot of challenges for us in terms of energy efficiency and operational efficiency. And now we're beginning to see another challenge, and that's regarding latency. And apparently we've become intolerant of waiting for anything. We have to have be access to everything immediately. And that's what the world expects now, and the data center industry needs to step up to that. And that's what's leading us to look at edge data centers as a solution. What we've recognized within the industry is that the cloud is probably the most efficient place to do our data processing. However, the time it takes to reach the cloud and get the information back is proven to be a challenge. And again, the industry is stepping up to that by establishing edge data centers. And we're taking some of the capabilities out of the cloud and placing them very close to the end user. So you eliminate the latency issue. And of course, the other advantage of this is that you eliminate a lot of the bandwidth that's required to connect to the cloud because you localize it, so you're going shorter distances.
So what's needed to drive investment into these edge data centers?
It comes back to energy efficiency and operational efficiency. I mean, the data center industry gets a bad name, like in terms of the amount of energy that we're consuming. However, what people are forgetting is that it is actually the most efficient place to do data processing. The investment that's required is actually going to be an investment that's going to give a return on that investment based on the additional efficiency from moving into these mega data centers. I mean, everybody talks about the Internet of Things and what's coming and X billions of devices connected. That information is going to have to be stored and processed. There's terrific value in that information, but in order to find it, you're going to have to mine the information to find that little golden nugget that's sitting in there that enables you to take action and get a value out of it. And again, that can only be done in very large data centers, some of which are going to be sitting at the edge. This investment is going to come about as a requirement to process vast amounts of information out of which value comes. The CIO has a pretty tough job in today's environment. He's now the custodian of the value of most enterprises. The intellectual property associated with most businesses resides within the IT infrastructure, and the CIO is that custodian. And he's faced with a lot of challenges. Historically, he's been used to having it under his control in the basement, where he can keep an eye on it, and maybe having it replicated somewhere else. And now the cloud has come along. Now what we're seeing happening is that the CIO is getting more comfortable with moving it into the cloud because the cloud is shown to be secure. And as more people get confident with that, we're going to see more and more of this information moving into the cloud. The CIO is going to have to look at what is most cost efficient, but he's also going to have to satisfy himself that it is a secure environment for his investment.